Welcome, guys. If you haven't already, guys, go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. Still doing my 100 subscriber giveaway by the end of the year. If we reach 100 subscribers, guys, by the end of the year, I will give away 5 million SHIB to 3 lucky winners. 2.5 million in first place, 1.5 million in second place, 1 million in third place, guys. 5 million total. So let's get out there. Let's get down there. Invite your friends. Share this video around. Whoever you can, man. Give me some subscribers. Get us some subscribers, guys. And I'd be more than happy to give 5 million SHIB away to you guys. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna see if y'all know who this person is. Y'all probably know who these two are. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West reach a divorce settlement. Per the agreement, a draft of which was obtained by CNN, Kim Kardashian will receive $200,000 a month and child support from Kanye West. That's some expensive babies, man. Who last year legally changed his name to Ye and shared joint custody of their 4 children. So, man, this is why you gotta be careful who you have babies with, man. Especially if you're really wealthy too, man. Like, come on now. And she's getting him for everything, man. He had already lost all of his money. He lost all his sponsorships and his endorsements just earlier this year. He was saying some stuff on social media he wasn't supposed to say. Make sure y'all be careful what y'all say out there. It's crazy just how much you can ruin your life just for saying something, guys. It's crazy. I ain't gonna say too much. I feel like it's gonna be unkind. So I'll say it like this: better wrap it up next time, my guy. You gotta wrap it up. But keep in mind too, guys. You always see stories like this happen when there's big stuff going on in the news, and yeah, I'm pretty sure all y'all know who these two are. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Y'all know who these two are. But do y'all know who this is? I'll give you a second. The name's right there, but do you actually know who he is and what he does? I'll give you a second. That's Jerome Powell. Yep, we talk about the name right there. He is the chairman of the Federal Reserve. So the guys that print all the money, the guys that are in control of the whole economy, the guys that decide how much inflation we have, how much consumer demand we have, how much price stability we have, and the whole jobs and the whole labor market. Matter of fact, they're in control of all of that. They have what's called a dual mandate. So on one hand, they're trying to keep prices stable, which they've done a good job of that, haven't they? And the next one is jobs, actually labor market, and making sure we actually keep a decent employment rate, unemployment rate low is their other mandate. So right now we have not that much price stability, aka high inflation, and right now we also have very low unemployment, record low unemployment. So they got a very strong labor market and got very high prices. So if you mess with one, it'll bring the other one in line. So what they're wanting to do is bring unemployment up. Sorry, do like this: bring unemployment up and bring the prices down. This is how you get a recession. And what they want to do is stabilize. They do that by raising interest rates, which they've been doing all year, by the way. In the market, Jerome Powell is expected to this week cement expectations that the Federal Reserve will slow its pace of interest rates, the ones I was just telling you about, increases next month, while reminding Americans that its fight against inflation will run into 2023. So they've been saying they're still going to have to hike the rates in 2023, guys. So don't expect a turnaround if that's what you came to this video for. And you're going to learn to be scared of this guy, man, because he's going to control the next year of your life at least, maybe even the next decade, if I'm being honest with you. So I've already done 75 basis points a few times. See that right here, 75 basis point hikes. Now the stock market is pricing in the benchmark rate of 50 basis points by the final meeting of the year, after, like I said, 4 successive 75 basis point hikes. And so yeah, that means the interest rate right now is sitting at just around 4%, plus or minus the lending rate that banks might play around with. It usually varies. There's a variance in there of about half a percentage point. So I think it's actually, a quarter percentage point. So it's actually like 3.7524, as in goes up to 4%, something like that. But they're expecting to just do half a percentage point this time, guys. Um, we also have him speaking tomorrow, something to keep in mind. Powell is scheduled to deliver a speech nominally focused on the labor market. We also just talked about that at an event on Wednesday hosted by the Brookings Institution in Washington. It will be one of the last from policymakers before the start of a quiet period ahead of their December 13th to 14th gathering. This will be their last meeting for the year right here. So we had to wait and see. It's going to be a big closeout for the year, guys. It's going to set the tone for not only the rest of the year, but maybe even the next quarter for next year, Q1 2023. So the next 4 months, I would say, is really going to hinge upon what happens in this meeting right here. That's another thing too. Is these interest rates, when they happen, they take a minute to flow into the economy. It takes a minute for the effects to be felt. Because when they raise the interest rates, it goes on your mortgages, goes on your credit cards, your auto loans, all that kind of stuff, student loans, like any kind of health, Medicare debt you got, any kind of healthcare debt you got, which that's just that's just sad to say. All my foreigners out there who are watching this, who are not in America, just leave me a comment down there telling me how sad that is that we still have healthcare debt in this country. But anyways, guys, not a political channel. This thing that's sad. At the same time, though, you should have mortgage rates going up, guys, but they're actually pretty flat. They've been down about what 0.04% from they were actually up way higher than this before. They're at 6.87 for a 30-year fixed right now. That's still insanely high. Let's not kid ourselves here. But it's come down. The high of it was like 7.5%, if I remember correctly. Here, its highest was 7.41. Yeah, look at that for a 30-year fix. 15s are actually still going up. So what this tells me, at least this is how I'm interpreting it, that you're gonna have you're starting to see pain in the housing market, guys, and that it's just gonna be bad for the economy. It's gonna lead to a lot of people not being able to pay for these mortgages and stuff as long as the prices keep going up. And we're going to get into a recession where there's going to be a lot of job losses. Remember what I told you a minute ago about Jerome Powell having to high unemployment, have low unemployment with high prices, and they got to meet somewhere in the middle. So they're going to have to raise unemployment to bring the prices down. See how that works? Yeah, that's what's going to have to happen. And people ain't got no jobs. They ain't gonna be able to pay for their houses either. So that's going to be a lot of this is going to play out next year in 2023. And you can see all the rest of the rates are up except for 30 years of jumbos. Like a lot of the shorter term ones are actually up. So usually you see that with what's called a yield curve too, where the shorter term, like in treasuries and bonds and stuff, the ones that pay out sooner or expire sooner, sorry, actually are worth more right before a recession. So that's been a 100% proven indicator for a recession every single time. We've had an inverted yield curve all year, so something to keep in mind. And we are very, very likely to head into a recession. Almost guaranteed. But I can't guarantee you nothing. Same time, credit cards too, guys. People were spending a lot of money with credit cards. In October, consumers averaged 5,600 in credit card balances as compared to 5,500. And in the last month, September, 4,900 in October 2021. It's up 14% year over year, guys. 14%. Imagine this. Remember how I don't know if you've seen this or not, but inflation's up about 7% year over year as of last month. So this thing is twice beating out inflation, guys. People were paying twice as much just on their interest rates. Never mind the extra 7% on inflation, guys. That's 21% of your money going right there. Going right there, just on your credit card and inflation. Did you get a 21% raise? I don't think you did you? That's hard to get a 21% raise, man. You almost have to move up a whole tax bracket just to even do that in most situations, And I don't think I can find a job anywhere that would give you that much of a raise unless you get promoted like CEO or something. Come on now. So you got people just really blowing out their credit cards, guys. Missed auto loans, you're already seeing this. This is where I think the real bubble is right now. Because in 2008, you had like people who can get interest rates and get all these loans and stuff for houses and stuff. You got that same kind of market now with autos, or just anybody on the street. You ain't got to prove your income. if you if you got one of the stimulus checks from a couple years ago, that's enough of an income to prove that you're qualified for a car. Like that's just what like what delinquencies on auto loans in the past 30 to 60 days, past due category improved when compared to September, but continue to record sorry the largest year-over-year increase versus 2021 compared to other product types. Overall, delinquencies continue to be below pre-pandemic levels, but have increased compared to 12 months ago. So that's bad, guys. Yeah, remember too, we had a lot of money floating around these past couple of years, so it's understandable delinquencies would have been down. But, now a lot of money's starting to dry up. That's the whole point of all these interest rates. So mortgage slowdown. Yep, that's what we just talked about in the last article. Mortgage interest rates are at a two-decade high, guys. Wow. Resulting in weak new mortgage activity. People appear to be staying put instead of moving. Why would you move right now? Houses are way too expensive, and you had to pay for a car. You had to pay for a house. Why would you pay more for the same quality house just so you can live like 2 blocks down the street? You know what I'm saying? Effectively, that's what it is. Um, it all comes back to this guy, guys. Also, it all comes back to Jerome Powell. Really got to pay attention to what he's saying, guys. I'm gonna stay up to date on the news for y'all. So if y'all really like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna stay up to date on the news for y'all. I'll bring y'all any updates from Jerome Powell or from anybody out there who's, giving us financial news. So you keep you guys up to date, so you can keep your stock portfolio prepared, keep your crypto portfolio prepared, and you can just, maybe do what's best for you guys. And I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to help whoever I can. That's my whole purpose in this YouTube channel. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. This has been Tickers and Tokens, talking about all the tickers and tokens out there. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.